Hello everyone, this is Kaeva. One of the countries that Koreans visit the most is the Philippines. Today, I'll make a comparison between the Philippines and Korea, and I'll tell you the Korean culture that foreigners must know. My mother and father are Koreans. However, they first met each other when they were traveling the Philippines and got married. And I was born. When I was young, my English teacher was a warm-hearted Filipino. And later, I learned English from a teacher who was British. South Korea and the Philippines are 4 hours flight away. From my childhood, I've traveled Cebu, Boracay, Mindanao in the Philippines for many times, along with other countries. For Koreans, the image of the Philippines is as follows. First, a singer named Freddie Aguilar comes to mind. This man's song was remade in Korea. Freddie Aguilar won the first place in Seoul International Song Festival in 1979. Many Koreans cried because of the song Anak. It's because Korean parents also devote their entire life for their children. And children serve their parents after they pass away, as well as when their parents are alive. Children visit their parents more than once a year. It's a strong Confucian dogma to visit parents mainly on 설날, New Year's Day, and Chuseok, Thanksgiving Day. At this time, they must visit their ancestors' tomb. If you can't make a visit during the holidays, you should call them to say hi. It goes as follows. Please understand that I can't go this holiday because I'm busy. I hope you are always healthy and blessed. Let's see each other next time if we get to have a chance. All you have to do is to say this on the phone. Christians do not bow their knees to the grave. They only make a silent prayer in front of the grave. Non-Christians bow. The scariest threat in Korea is, I will dig up the graves of your ancestors. So, when you meet an elderly person in a company, school, or small villages, it is considered polite to greet him or her by lowering your face a little bit. In particular, it's an etiquette to not smoke in front of older people. North Korean boy Kim Jong-un smokes in front of the people older than him. This has huge significance. It means I am in control of all people, and it also means I am the king. In South Korea, even the president does not smoke in front of old people. It is very easy to become forever friends with Koreans. There are 2 big annual holidays, New Year's Day, 설날, and Chuseok, Thanksgiving Day. At this time, say hello to your boss, your teacher, co-worker, etc. by phone. The greeting is the same as I mentioned just a while ago. If you just say hello through phone twice a year, he or she will be very happy even if you visit them 10 years later. Korean likes familiar people than new people. This is the so-called jeong of Korea. If you live a life related to Korea, you must understand jeong culture of Korea. First, jeong is an old one, which is an opposite to new one. Second, jeong includes a lot of things, such as to argue with words, sometimes getting angry, sometimes hate, sometimes not understanding each other, etc. Everything is included in jeong. In short, jeong is an old man. Third, jeong is deeper than love. For example, let's say you are an Indian or Filipino. Even if you had a fight with a Korean and sometimes got disappointed, you forgive and embrace them if you are getting along with that person for a long time in certain space. together. It's because you have jeong on that person. It means that you had been with that person for a while. There is no perfect human being. If there is, that's a mere con man. If you've got attached to the same company or school with Koreans, keep in touch with them and keep them as friends and visit them if you have a chance. jeong is the core of Korean culture. I'll make summaries about jeong again. jeong is an invisible link. This is human relationship. This relationship becomes stronger as time passes. I'll tell you some sentences that gives you the meaning of jeong. First, I didn't divorce because of jeong, because we have been in a relationship for a long time. Second, hatred is also a type of jeong. I came to understand the person during the fight. Third, jeong is similar to love. However, it is the love between your friends and parents rather than the love between man and woman. Fourth, it's a connection that was made throughout a considerable amount of time or events. Fifth, it refers to the confirmed connection between two people. So sixth, for example, I still remember a foreigner. That person worked as my father's employee for nearly 3 years and returned to one's own country. After a while, that person asked for a loan, saying that was in a hurry. So my father lent that person a lot of money. There's no further contact from that person anymore. My father remembers and misses that person. Losing money is no problem, but he's still sad that he lost a person by lending money. If that foreigner shows up again and asks my father to lend money again, he would say, "Become rich and pay me back," and he will lend money again. What happens if that person does not become rich and doesn't afford to pay back? There's no way but to wait until that person gets rich. You must know this Korean culture too. There is a mouth fight competition in Korea. Even a movie about this was made. To put it simply, it is to fight with your mouth. For the animals, the one who opens its mouth wide wins the game. In Korean mouth fight, the one who makes the scariest face, severe curse, and terrifying Hollywood action wins the game. There's no freedom to keep and bear arms in Korea. Possessing a knife is also illegal. You can be arrested by the police even if you carry a screwdriver with you. If you fight using your fist, you will 100% be arrested and tried. That's why they only fight with scary face, their mouth, or Hollywood action. They raise their hand as if they're about to hit their opponent, but they don't. On this occasion, the opponent will say, "Hit me," like "hit me," but he doesn't hit. If he actually does, he'll be arrested, tried, and will be destroyed. So Koreans say that watching other people fight is the most fun thing. Look at this photographic evidence. Lawmakers say scary things and they fight with Hollywood action as if they're going to hit. Hollywood action means to act as if you're about to hit, but not really. So how does this fight end? Generally, the stronger mouth fighter apologizes first. In Korean, they say 미안해, 미안해, and they go for a meal together. It's funny. Some foreigners do not understand this culture, so they think that Koreans are dangerous. In Korea, 미안해, like I'm sorry, means let's make up. When someone says this, they mostly reconcile. Do you know what the real scary Korean fight is? The real scary fight is to have a legal fight in court. It's a really scary fight if you go all the way to the court. This was Kaiva, and see you in the next video. God bless you.